today's prenatal stretch routine. This class will be great for you if you're feeling a little bit tight or stiff around your hips, your lower back, or your shoulders. It's a great way to get moving in the morning. It's also a really lovely way to ease a little bit of tension at the end of the day or before you go to bed. Now, I've designed the class to be safe for all 3 trimesters of pregnancy. But as always, if there's anything that we do that doesn't feel comfortable for you, please feel free to step back and rest where you need. If you're new to Element, welcome. My name's Jennifer. I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher and I specialize in women's health. I am currently 29 weeks pregnant with my second baby and I am loving these stretch routines at the moment. Now, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way you can keep up to date with all of the new videos and tutorials that get posted each week. Now, if you have any questions, you can pop them down into the comments below. I also have a free prenatal health and exercise guide available, which details all of the things that we should and shouldn't be doing throughout our pregnancies in terms of exercise. If you would like a copy of that, I've listed a link which you can follow down below as well. Okay, when you're ready, let's get started. Bring yourself just into a really comfortable position in the middle of your mat. If crossing your legs like this isn't comfortable, you can always place a folded towel or a blanket or even a pillow underneath your sit bones just to prop you up and give you a little bit more space for your lower back. So as we work through this stretch routine, I want you to stay really gentle, no forcing into any positions, just feeling that release all the way through the body. So let's start just by placing the hands down onto the legs. Sit up as tall and as straight as you can. Good, close down through your eyes and let's take a couple of deep breaths, inhaling and then exhaling completely all the way out. As you're breathing in, feeling your belly, your chest open and expanding. And as you exhale, just feeling everything softening, releasing down to the floor. Good. Start to open your eyes. Now on your next breath in, reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling, stretching out through the fingertips. Bring the hands down through heart center. And we'll go for 2 more like this. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and draw your hands down through the center. Last one of those. Big inhale, reach it up. And exhale, release. Good, take those arms up once more. Now this time, take your right hand down to the mat and reach over and across. Side bend stretch. Inhale, reach back to the top. And let's go for the other side. Exhale, all the way over. We'll go for 2 more here on each side. Just getting as much release from the side hips, all the way up through the side ribs. Good, releasing any tension that you might be feeling through the neck as you release your head down to the floor. Let's do 1 more each side and exhale over and release. Just letting your belly be soft. Good, last one. And then come back through center. Good, let's bring the hands now onto those shoulders. Roll those elbows up to the ceiling and around, back and down. Inhale, roll the elbows up and down, just getting mobility in those shoulder joints. Try to open gently through the chest as you come up. Good, last one. Now let's reverse. Draw the elbows back, lift them, lower them down. That's it, inhale up. Exhale, lower. We go for 2 more of those. Lift and release. Last one. And down, great work. Reach those arms out in front and just circle through the wrist joints now. Good, you might feel a little bit clicky or a bit cracky through the wrists. Good, don't worry, as long as it's not causing you any pain or discomfort. That's it. And reverse. Good, roll it around. Wrists are one of those areas that tend to get a little bit stiff and swollen during late pregnancy. So the more we can mobilize them, the more we can keep blood flow going and reduce that swelling. Now let's take the right hand on top of the head. Gently draw that head down towards that right shoulder. Good, now take your left arm out to the side, turn your palm up to the ceiling, and reach down through those left fingertips. So here you should feel that deep stretch all the way down through the side of the neck, maybe down into the arm if you're a little bit tight there as well. Good, release, and let's change sides. So once again, start by gently drawing the head down first, and then reach all the way out down through those right fingertips. Good, lengthening out through side neck. One more breath here. And release. Good, take your right leg straight out to the side now. Doesn't have to be too wide, just finding a position that feels comfortable for you and you're not straining into the pelvis or the inner thighs. Flex those toes up to the ceiling, stretch your arms above you, and just rotate your chest slightly towards that right leg. And then reach forward, keeping your back as straight as possible, allowing space here for your belly and your baby as you come forwards. Imagine I'm reaching, pulling your fingertips away from you, just really lengthening out through that spine. Good, breathing into that right side inner thigh, right side hamstrings. Now, if this feels okay, you can stay here. If you'd like to deepen it, take your hands to the floor and just start to release your head, neck, and shoulders down to the mat. Take 3 deep belly breaths here. See if you can walk your fingertips a little further forwards. Now, last breath. And then make your way slowly back to sitting. Go, take your left arm up and over now. Let's side bend once again. Once you're in a position where you feel that gentle stretch into the right leg, see if you can rotate your top shoulder and gently look up to the ceiling. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears, just focus on opening out through the left side rib cage. Holding here, one more breath. Inhale, make your way back up to sitting. Now take that left hand behind you and let's add an open twist. Now you're going to use your hands to help rotate your body. Think of spiraling up nice and tall through the crown of your head and gently looking over your shoulder, opening through the chest, the collarbones. Again, deep belly breaths, relaxing into your core muscles. Next time you inhale, come back through center and release. From there, bring both feet together, so soles of the feet touching. Now your legs can be as close or as far away from you as feels comfortable. If you can, pull the heels in a little closer towards your pelvis to help feel that inner thigh stretch. Holding on now to either the ankles or the feet. Draw your knees down towards the floor. Sit up nice and straight. Roll the shoulders back. Now start to lean and hinge forward. Just feeling that release all the way in through the inner thighs and being particularly gentle with this stretch, but especially if you're in later pregnancy. Good. Now, once you found that stretch, let your head, neck, and shoulders release down just a little bit more. Good. Starting to surrender and release towards the mat. Again, really deep breaths into the belly, letting all the muscles around the lower part of the abdomen, the pelvic floor relax. Let's take one more deep breath in and out. And then make your way all the way back to sitting, release. Let's stretch that left leg out to the side now. Again, flex the toes upwards. Again, feel just that position that feels comfortable for you. The leg doesn't have to be too wide. Let's start by reaching those arms up. Rotate a little bit to the left. Now slide your arms out in front of you, reaching forwards. Imagine I'm grabbing your fingertips and pulling them gently away from you. I'd say keeping that back as straight as you can. Draw the shoulders down. Just feeling that inner thigh, those hamstrings on the left leg starting to release. Good. Now if this feels okay, bring your hands down and start to release just a little bit closer to the floor. Let that belly be free. Use your exhale to release and soften just a little more into the position. Maybe walk the fingertips even further away from you. Let's hold this here. One more deep breath. Then walk your hands slowly back in. That's it. From here, let's take that right arm up to the ceiling. Big side bend over and across towards your left leg now. So once you've found a comfortable stretch, see if you can now rotate your chest and look up towards the ceiling. Feeling that stretch through the outer side of the ribs all the way down towards that hip on the floor. Shoulders drawing away from the ears, always relaxed through the neck. Let's take one more deep breath here. And then make your way all the way back to sitting. Open twist now, rotate to the right. Use your hands here to help lengthen up through the crown of the head, spiraling tall. And then use your exhale to twist your chest just a little bit further behind you. Opening out across the chest, the collarbones. Let's stay here, one more deep breath. And then make your way back through center. Okay, let's turn around just to the side here. So from here, in this position, bring your feet flat onto the mat, about hip distance apart. Lean back into your hands, and you can have your hands turned out or in, whatever's comfortable for your wrists. Cross one ankle over the opposite knee. And then sit up tall. Really use your arms to help push that chest forward. Now, if this doesn't feel like it's giving your hip much of a stretch, all we do is walk that bottom foot in a little bit closer towards us. And that should really open that hip. Once again, we don't want to force it. Just find that position that's comfortable. Good. Now, keeping really relaxed through the legs, just let those knees start to rotate from side to side. Just letting your body weight draw you down to the side of the mat. And as that knee comes across the body, you should feel that hip stretch, deepening just a little bit. Go for a couple more here, just in your own time. Breathing naturally, whatever's comfortable for the body. Good, last one of these. And then make your way back through center, change sides. Good, so cross the ankle first, open the chest. If you need that extra release, drag that bottom foot in just a little bit closer. Always leaving space, of course, for the belly as well. All right, once you're here, let's start to gently rock the legs from side to side. Yeah, not forcing it. Letting your belly be soft. Letting go of any stiffness, any tightness around that outer hip. Good, we'll make this our last one. And then release your legs back to center. Now extend both legs out in front of you. Good, think now of flexing through those toes. So you're gonna pull them up towards the ceiling, sitting up nice and tall in a straight back. Once again, you can have your hands behind you to give you a little bit of support. And let's start by flexing the toes up towards us, and then point and reach the toes away. Good, flex and pull the toes back. And point, good. Just like our wrists, our ankles are another area we tend to get swelling and tension, especially in late pregnancy. So these great stretching and mobility exercises can make all the difference here. Now let's flex one foot back towards you, point the opposite foot, and then just start to alternate. So you're walking out one foot after the other. That's it, staying really released through the neck and shoulders, just sitting yourself upright, use your arms. Let's do one more on each leg. That's it. Now flex both toes up once again to the ceiling. This time we windscreen wiper them from right to left. So one hip is turning in, the other is turning out. That's it. Then come back to center. Now turn out both legs and then turn both in. So you want to open out as wide as you can through the hips and then rotate in like the kneecaps are looking at each other. And again, letting the belly be soft. Focus on that movement coming from the top of your hip joints. Let's do one more of each. Good. And then just shake out those legs. Great job. Turn around back again to face the front. So from here, all right, let's come into my favorite, our neck stretches. So again, sit up tall. Just find a nice straight back. Good. Now reach your fingertips down to the floor beside you and gently press down into those hands. So a little bit of pressure into your arms. Now let your head lengthen over to one side. And that should give you that deep neck stretch all the way down through those upper traps around the side of your neck, somewhere we get really tight and stiff. And then come back up. Now this time, drop the chin down towards the chest, lengthening out the back of your neck. Try to keep the rest of the back really straight. So it's just the neck that we're releasing here. Lift the head back up and then gently draw your head over to the right hand side, lengthening out down the left side of the neck. Keep pressing fingertips gently into the mat. That's it. Come back through center and now lift the chin. Open out through the front of your neck, through the throat. Release. Good. And come back down. Now interlace those fingers in front of you. Flip your palms forward and round out that lower back, upper back, and draw the chin down. So you're stretching between the shoulder blades. Gently sway your arms over to the right side and over to the left side. Just feeling that release around the outer side of the back. Go the outside area around the shoulder blade. One more. Now come back through center. Reach the arms above you. Now look up. See if you can press your hands just a little bit behind your head. And then take the hands back behind the neck. Open the elbows out nice and wide. Good. Draw them together around that upper back. Come down. And then big inhale. Lift the elbows. Open the chest and look up. We'll do that once more. Bring the elbows down. And then lift the elbows up. Open that chest. Extend that upper back. And then release through center. Bring your hands back down onto your knees. And again, roll out those shoulders up, back and down. Releasing any last little bits of tension you might be holding on to. And then release. Just come into a breath in stillness. Use your exhale to open your eyes. Well done. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed our class today. As I said before, if you have any questions, please feel free to place them down into the comments below. Now, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about prenatal health and exercise, or about myself or Element, you can head over to our website, elementpilatesyoga.com. There you'll find lots of great resources to help you through your pregnancy, and there are some full-length classes and programs for you to try as well. I hope to see you again soon.